Okay, go for it.
We're monk chatting. We're gonna go talk to some monks. It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
Robin's going to just enjoy this so much, right, Robin?
It's kind of like Snapchat, but monk chat. So we're just gonna exchange information, ask about what we'd like to do for fun.
Yeah. Get to know them.
Yeah, ask about their lives.
Are you
It's like, yeah, be a Buddhist monk.
Surprisingly, one of the most fun things for me that we've done here is ministry-wise was called Monk Chats, and we were told before we went that you would have an opportunity to talk to a monk, and that they're very interested in talking to us because they want to learn English to improve their education. So we went over to this temple area that had this amazing old temple. I don't remember if it was, how old it was exactly, but outside of this area was literally benches and tables, and there was a monk sitting there, and you know it's a monk because they all have shaved heads and they're wearing orange, these orange long robes or gowns. And so when we got there, we didn't see somebody right away, but then we saw this monk. I'll say he's a boy, sitting at this table, and there was a couple over there sitting with him, and so we waited a little bit, but they were just talking, so I thought, well, I'm going to go over and join that table where this couple was and that monk. And so sat down, and the couple was from Ireland and from Scotland, and they live currently in England, which was really fun. And they asked me where I was from, and I said Wisconsin. And they said, you're not going to believe it, but the monk has a brother that lives in Wisconsin. And so as soon as the monk found out that I was from Wisconsin, we had an immediate connection. And it was a lot of fun talking to him and learning about what it is to be a monk. And it was very interesting because surprisingly, they don't really believe in God. And the reason why he became a monk was really to honor his parents. We thought it was a way of bettering his education because he probably came from a very poor family that wouldn't be able to afford a more formal education. But he said he really wanted to come because he wanted to honor his parents and that it would put them in a better place because he became a monk. And what I was also surprised to learn is that once a monk, not always a monk, that they can leave after, I think, any period of time that they're able to leave. And so one of the questions that we were encouraged to ask the monk is, what are his dreams? And this boy's dream is to become an IT, a computer programmer. And so that was very interesting. And he teased that his brother wants to find him a girlfriend, and maybe someday he would even live in the States, which was a lot of fun to hear. Oh, it was very interesting. They could not participate in any entertainment. So this boy loves soccer, but he cannot play soccer. He could watch it on TV, but he cannot play soccer. Although they could do arts, and I don't know why exactly they could do artistic work, that was not considered entertainment. So that was really interesting. They could not play video games. They can't do a lot of those kinds of things where they're participating in entertainment. They're also not able to pursue any desires or passions. They live by like 10 rules. At this point where he's at in his process, he had to live by 10 rules. And it was interesting because he said the first one was do not kill, and the second one was do not steal, and after that I don't remember. There were only like one or two that I thought were surprising, but the rest pretty much coincided with the 10 Commandments, which I thought was very interesting. But the monk that we talked to started the process when he was 13 years old. He had been a monk for 5 years, and so he was 18 at this point. And he didn't know how much longer he was going to be a monk. But he did want to pursue things after he left. The experience was very interesting. You know, I never thought that that was going to be something that we were going to be doing during the PVT. And it was definitely one of the most memorable things. I'm not sure if it's because he has a brother that lives in Wisconsin, or because he was so good at speaking English, and he had only had 2 years of English teaching, which was surprising how well he had done. He must be a very smart boy. And but it was very fun, and I would love to do it again.